What's cracking, everyone? Welcome to the T and Me Show. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tina.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How you making out?
Doing good.
I'm pretty excited.
What have you been finding in the inbox?
Oh my gosh. And I love it because we're like interacting and it's really cool. We had a request and it was really a great idea to talk about. The time of year right now is perfect. Kia, who is a friend of mine, is sending her daughter off to college. And she is having a really tough time with it. And this has been across the board. I know that we experienced the same thing. So we were asked if we could do a topic on sending your child to college. So here it is. Kia, thanks for reaching out, and hope you get some help out of this.
And we can only give our experience, and hopefully it's helpful.
Yeah.
So let me try to paint you guys a good picture. Our daughter is going to college, and so we're
6 hours away.
6 hours away, and we're trying to prepare ourselves because we are a tight family. We're very close, and we drive 6 hours, and we get to her school, and I think she's handling it pretty well the day of.
Yeah, she's excited.
Yeah.
There's all these kids, they're feeling like freedom.
Exactly. And so, there's a lot going on. We're moving her in, and so you don't have too much time to think about, the departing part.
Yeah.
So.
Well, getting up there, the 6 hour drive up, it was great. It was talking about, of course, we were always like, well, just be safe and make sure you do this and make sure you do that, and all those kind of like parent things. And the whole time she was talking about like, oh, she couldn't wait, to get up there and start training with her team and all kinds of things. So she was real excited.
Yeah, she was going to be busy.
Yeah. And we thought that getting her dropped off was just going to be extremely hard on us. And it was. There was a good portion, pretty much every time we dropped her off or went to visit. It was every time. It wasn't like we ever got over this. It was like there was a portion of road that we would call the morning mile away from the school. We would mourn
we did.
for an entire mile leaving her. So,
and then get ourselves together, and then we'd be fine for the rest of the drive home.
Yeah.
But like going into this, when we dropped her off, we knew it was the best thing for her. She was already making good friends, and but we knew this was going to actually help her be a better person, how to deal with situations on her own, which she has.
Yeah.
During those years, it really
did
helped her grow into a beautiful person.
Well, and that's what you have to keep sight of, and that's what I was, going to really emphasize is that you've spent your time raising your kids, and you've spent your time teaching them right from wrong, and they are not going to be perfect, and there are probably going to be stories that you don't want to know about while they're at college. That just is the way it is. But the relationship part of your relationship actually gets stronger and better.
I agree with that.
So as the college student is growing and learning, like you have to do the same thing as a parent. You've got to grow and learn how to be the parent of an adult child compared to a parent of a small child, because there's a huge difference in that whole relationship dynamic.
Right. So as hard as it is, it's the best thing for them to get out, get away from you, learn to make decisions on their own.
Yeah.
If you raise them right, they're going to do fantastic.
But that emptiness that you feel, that's not I don't think you ever really get over that. Like I know there's times even now, and our kids have been out of our home for a long time. I still miss them. Like I miss having them in the mornings. I miss having them come in the door, just whatever they feel.
I hate when we have dinner together and then they leave.
They have to leave.
You miss them.
So you always want them to stay longer.
You get to be sappy parents.
But dropping your kids off at college is a very raw, emotional situation because you're feeling everything. You're feeling proud, excited, scared, happy, intimidated. There's all these uncertainties, so it's a raw time. And I would just recommend to any parents dropping their kids off at school, you know what? Stay positive for them, stay encouraging, and even though you're like bawling inside, put that front on, get them there And when you're driving home, and you can cry all the way home. But let's talk about when the student that you dropped off is homesick.
Yes, that was hard because our daughter was actually playing soccer in college, and she had a slight injury, and it was just making her first couple weeks really very tough.
Oh man,
it was very tough on her, and she would call, and again we were always emailing, calling, texting every single day, which helps.
It does.
That does help. But she was like, I just want to come home. I'm ready to come home.
I couldn't even talk to her. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, if I would get on the phone with her and I would hear her, I was so choked up that I was not going to make the situation any better. So there was a lot of times when our daughter would call that I would just immediately hand the phone to Glenn, and I would be like this, crying while she's on the phone.
And she's serious. If I would have went up there and then just said, look, you're not going to do it here. Bring her closer. We'll find her another school. We could have done that.
Yeah.
And we were not going to do that. As much as we wanted her closer to us, we knew that would be actually wrong for her.
Yeah, they have to feel that separation. They have to feel that self-independence, and but man.
And also, she needs to build a resilience of here she was injured. She's still trying to learn, the people around her, and it's just hard for a kid, you know.
So it's just as hard on them, but I feel if you as a parent can stay as even keel as possible, it just helps the situation, because again, this is all new and overwhelming to them. It's new and overwhelming to you. By the time you're on your fourth child, I'm sure it's not going to be the same experience.
It does get easier.
Your first child, I mean, we were fortunate that our son wasn't far. So that was a little different. It was almost like when we felt we missed him, we would just
drive up there and see him.
Go take him to go to Chipotle or whatever. But with our daughter, it was really difficult to do a 6-hour stint just on the fly. So, Kia, I hope that helps you in some way. It's really just a feeling that you have to find your new normal.
Exactly. I think every day you just have to find what's going to help bridge that gap, and that's texting, FaceTime, calling, emailing, any other social media.
Yeah, stay involved, and then try to keep it lighthearted for them too. Because the other thing is, if you have a child that has been your only child or dependent on you or whatever the case might be, it's like if they start feeling like you're not in a good spot, they're going to start feeling like they can't do the college thing because they need to come and take care of you. And that's
right. I think what did it for me is when she was up there, I don't know, probably a few months, maybe a little bit more. I noticed a big change in her in a positive way.
Yeah.
I saw the way she was, conducting herself and handling certain situations, and even talking with us.
Yeah.
And that's when I took a big sigh of relief. Like, she's in a good place.
Yeah. So she's maturing.
She's maturing. Yes. So
you're right.
So it was good that we left her where she was at. Let her deal with college on her own.
Honestly, I would hear her crying. I'm like, and the thing was, she was injured too. So that was the other part that I was like, I'm just gonna go up and go get her. Like, man, of course you never want your kids feeling that, but having her feel it, work through it, figure it out, and get through it.
Right.
That's the life lesson.
And to this day, she says it was the best 4 years of her life.
Which is awesome. Yeah.
It is awesome.
So hopefully that helped a little bit, guys.
This is a short video, but please like, subscribe, leave comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And
share this if you know someone that might be able to take a little bit of advice for sending a kid off to college. If it helps them, we're happy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.